Hello and welcome back to more Slay the Spire. I'm just trying something new out, which is starting just in the game. So I guess let me know if you like this more than the selection screen. But let's see first what boss we have. Okay, we're facing the Guardian. My scroll wheel is a little broken on my mouse, so a little bit tough to navigate this. We have two early shops we can face. We have kind of a sketchy Burning Elite because we can fight it, but then there's another elite shortly afterwards, and there's no bonfire before any of them. Um, so I don't love that. And even afterwards, I mean, we could take this path, go 3 elites, no bonfires anywhere in between. What options do we have? Random rare, random common relic, transform 2 cards. So we have 3 really high variance options. Random rare card could be really good. There's a lot of good ones, but you could get like bullet time. You could get, there's a couple other rares that just don't really help early on. Random common relic can be pretty good. This is really high variance. Transform 2 cards could be insane. Right? Ditch like strike, but it could also be really bad as well. So, what do I want to do? Because basically I think we could take these and then decide which path we want to go based on that. The most elites we can fight is 3. This path actually could be really strong if we go like here, take a shop, get a potion, fight this elite, come back up here, fight another elite. I mean, that's basically this path, but without a burning elite. But that is tempting. I think we're gonna go for definitely one of these. I typically don't like boss swap on the silent. Random common relic is the lowest variance. Because some of these could be bad, some of them could be good. It's not going to hurt us, but it's not going to help us. This could hurt us, and this could hurt us, because these could put just dead cards into our deck. I don't think I liked losing 7 max HP to transform 2. I think I'm going to start with a random common relic. Tiny chest. Okay. You know what? That's not horrible to get early, because we can... I mean, this path here, bop, bop, bop. 3 question marks already. 4. So we could path into a lot of question marks. That does kind of... it's not great. Because then you're missing all these card rewards. But it does make question marks a little bit more enticing for us. There's also this path. I don't like having to go through the shop early, but we could go this way into here, take this guy, but then we have max 1 elite. If no, there's 2. We can go take that one as well. So that is an option. What else can we do? We can go here into this fire. That gives us 1 question mark. Take this elite. 2nd question mark. So we'll get tiny chest like next act. I mean, getting 4 question marks is sort of the same as taking down an elite. So I think I like going this way. Let's just see how that goes. I've never like leaned into tiny chest before, so let's see what that looks like. Let's go here. And then opener 7-6. So we're taking 13 right now. If I neutralize this, I think we're gonna end up taking very little. Neutralize this puts it down to 8, which I don't love. Next hand is going to be almost all defends and 1 strike. So if I strike this, it goes down to 5 health. I guess I can just kill this one. I'll have to strike and neutralize, right? Strike, then neutralize, then strike, then we defend. We take 1 damage here. I don't know. We should be able to kill. Yeah, okay. So 1 damage, not the end of the world. Flechettes can be really strong, especially if you build around it early. Slice is pretty nice early. Just another free attack. Caltrops gives us damage. I want to try Flechettes. I haven't really done a Flechettes build in a while. Let's take the curse, because we can immediately sell it to the shop here. Negate the next 2 curses you obtain. Shovel, medkit lets you play unplayable stuff. Let's sell our curse. Then we have 216 gold. So we have Flechettes. Sadistic Nature is also really good. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 5 damage. There's a Dagger Spray, which helps a lot. There's Cloak and Dagger, which is really good with Flechettes. Same with Piercing Wail. But all of these aren't great early damage. I'm really tempted by this card. Sadistic Nature plus Piercing Wail is a pretty interesting combo. 170 plus 24 puts us at 194. I don't think I also have enough for Cloak and Dagger or a potion. Because we're probably going to take 2 elites. We could take 3 elites. But I don't think that's the plan. Because I think Strength Potion goes pretty hard with Flechettes. Let's buy that. It makes, if we face Gremlin Knob or something, a bit easier. Which means we're not Sadistic Naturing. Piercing Wail is pretty nice. Especially on sale. And with Flechettes. With Flechettes, you also want to have a lot of card draw or ways to fill your hand. Because not only do you need a lot of skills, you need a way to get a lot of cards into your hand. So I'll take this. I think an early backstab can also go a long way. And Dagger Spray does just give us... Like, this is a really good setup for the next couple acts. I have a lot of HP to spare. So I'm going to click this. Ooh. Alright. We are crushing it. Another shop is really sad. This is essentially just a wasted turn. But here, I can upgrade, or I can just increase my strength. I'm just going to increase my strength. Upgrading only improves 1 card. Increasing my strength improves every card. Okay. Backstab. Dagger Spray. 7 plus 7 is 14, so I can't quite kill, so let's double defend and take 2. This is a good start, though. Flechettes says 10. 7, 7. Deflect, Sneaky Strike, another Dagger Spray. I will take another Dagger Spray. Perfect. Okay. Let's kill this one. And I can double defend. I have so many Dagger Sprays, which is going to do a lot of damage to each enemy. Let's just double defend here. Hopefully we can get through this with taking very minor damage. That's horrible. That's so bad. I think I'm going to use the Speed Potion here. This blocks for 13, 18. Yeah, I'm going to Speed Potion. That's such a bad opener. I might have yeah, I definitely blocked too much. I should have attacked. Okay, we get double Dagger Spray for Flechettes, so I can do 20 damage to every enemy. I think I'm going to do this as well. So now we're taking 10. Neutralize plus strike kills this one. We take no damage. And any attacks, yeah. Flechettes does 7 plus 9 kills. Okay, survived. Blood Vial healing is great. I do love a grand finale, but this deck isn't currently capable. I'm going to take a Leg Sweep for some good block. And War Paint is great. Upgraded Piercing Wail, I love. So yeah, we can just go right into this elite, I think. This question mark will give us a trophy room. Bottled lightning, start each run with a skill. I could start with piercing whale plus. That can make some of the early turns safer. Bottled lightning's kind of awkward. I could start with a link sweep, not super necessary. I can just grab the sapphire key and then hope for something better. Honestly, I might just take the key here. For me, it's piercing whale plus or nothing. Piercing whale plus can save me a lot of health on turn 1 because it just guarantees I have a way to stop them from hurting me, especially in the fights with a bunch of enemies. Maybe I will. It's like fine, but I think almost any other relic would be better. Especially because we have Blood Vial, we're not that concerned about taking damage. I'm going to take the key here. That saves us for future turns quite a lot. Look at this hand. Dagger spray, backstab, neutralize, strike. What I really want is like Bag of Marbles now. We can just kind of destroy another backstab. I don't think I need any of these. I'm not playing like a discard deck. Flechettes does 15. But I do have a lot of defense that don't do a whole lot right now. But I think Flechette's doing 15 is going to be hard to beat, so let's do that. This is definitely the last boss we wanted to face, but I think that's okay. I can leg sweep to give it weak, but I already have a weak potion, so I think I'm just going to attack, and then probably weak potion it next turn, depending on what they do. This should save quite a bit of life. Do that. Survivor plus defend, mostly full blocks. Just Survivor, I take 7. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I really need to like apply damage to this dude. Dagger spray. Defend blocks for 5. Piercing whale. Yeah, I think I'm just taking 15 here. Okay. Maybe I took too much damage on that one. Because they go to 9. Drops our attack. Flechette's does 8. Yeah, I could have blocked one more. So I took, I think, 5 damage too much. We get a Toxin Gang early with Flechette's. That's amazing. Another Piercing Whale is pretty... Honestly, Piercing Whale is pretty good against the Guardian. Here... Flechette's does 15. Or 10. Backstab. Neutralize. Defend blocks for 8, which is essentially a full block. But I can also strike and make it transform. And I do have 2 dagger sprays still in the deck if I make it transform. But I think I take 1 damage here. And then I can make it transform. Wow, that was terrible. I can full block this, right? Yeah, let's just go defend, survivor. The reason for full blocking here is I want to transform it on a turn where I can do a ton of damage like this. Because then it swaps into really, really weak slimes that I can just kill immediately. In theory, anyway. But if you transform it too early, you could have like 20 health slimes, and that could be somewhat of a problem. The first backflip is pretty good. This goes well with Flechette's as well. Another potion. Ooh, Twisted Funnel. At the start of each combat, apply 4 poison to all enemies. I love a Hand of Greed. I'm obsessed with Noxious Fume. Upgraded Prepared could be pretty nice too. Just lets us churn through our deck. Potion Belt is good. This could be pretty nice. I mean, this is sort of like a better version of Noxious Fumes in a way. Because we have a lot of early burst. The problem is kind of this isn't sustained, but this makes things like Bane better. Stuff like that. I do love Hand of Greed. I think it's better if you get it early, especially if you're spending gold to get it. It's kind of like it'll pay for itself by the end of next act, but I might as well just take something that'll be good now, as opposed to taking this and then waiting until we can eventually gain enough gold off of this to make it worthwhile. It's still really good though. This is great. Prepared plus. There's a lot of things that we don't want, like these strikes and defends. Like Dagger Spray is so much better than Strike in our deck currently, and it's only going to get more and more strongly that way. Can I buy both of these? Yes, exactly. I can get Prepared Plus and Twisted Funnel if that's something that I want. And I think it is. I'll have 0 gold. Alright, at here, I can upgrade something. What does this upgrade into? 6 damage. I think I'm just gonna lift again. 2 strength Twisted Funnel lets us one-shot so many, like do so much damage here. Okay, we start with a lot of stuff. Let's Prepared Plus. Discard our defense. Backstab. Strike. Strike. Then Dagger Spray. Just to maximize damage here. Then we can... I really want to Flechettes, but I will end up taking damage if I do that. I can defend Flechettes. Then Survivor. We're saving Piercing Wail for when it's like 5x5 or whatever that attack is. Or this spot, actually. I can go Piercing Wail. Then defend into Dagger Spray. And then Piercing Wail's also pretty good on this turn. But I guess we're taking 7? Because I can't kill with strikes unless I Cunning Potion, but I don't think I need any potions on this fight. We'll just take 7 here. And then we need to do 18 damage. We can almost certainly do that. I mean, that's 18 right there. So I'll backflip, see if I can hit a Flechettes. Okay, Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray. Hitting us for 9. We can leg sweep into Flechettes. Yeah, Flechettes is so sick with the ability to gain strength here. Let's Prepared Plus. Leg sweep is pretty great. Blocks for 11. So I'm currently taking 1. I'll just defend again. I'll take no damage here. Piercing Wail goes a long way. Backflip can draw us into even more stuff. Let's backflip. Perfect. Flechettes does so much. So I'm blocking for 8 and taking more than that. No reason to take any damage here. Okay. Alright. Strike, strike. Neutralize, then strike. I don't think it matters. Strike. Neutralize. Yeah, the ordering didn't matter. But we basically, you want to set it up so that when this thing transforms, you can do as much damage before it transforms and then starts blocking your attacks, is essentially the goal. We can Dagger Spray, take some damage, defend, end up taking no damage here. 8 times 2, I can go Piercing Wail, so I take none, then defend, and then a Dagger Spray. And this is why I take Piercing Wail so highly, because it can just stop some of these types of attacks. I think we can just kill here. This is 12 plus 8 plus 5. That's a perfect kill. Sweet. Okay. Wow. Okay. Burst Plus is amazing. Adrenaline Plus is also really, really good. I wish I could go Burst Plus into Adrenaline Plus, but this card is never bad. This is like, for those who play Magic, this is like Black Lotus and Ancestral Recall basically in one card. It's kind of nuts. Wrist Blade is interesting. You can't rest at rest sites. And Sacred Bark. Text that costs 0 deal 4 additional damage. So right now I only have Neutralize and Backstab that go with that. Double Potions is okay. Extra Energy is nice. I have Blood Vial, so I don't really need to rest. I'm going to take the Coffee Dripper. We do need to be like just a little careful that I can't rest, but we have a lot of things we want to upgrade. I can also lift to get strength one more time. And yeah, so this boss is this guy. Probably one of the easier bosses for our current build. We have 2 elites. We don't have a forced elite, but we can take quite a few elites here if we want to. Wow, we can take 1, 2, 3. We need 3 question mark rooms to get a free chest, but actually going this route just gives us a free chest right away. It does force us into Elite Bonfire Elite, which is a little bit sketchy. Especially with only 1 potion, but we do get a shop that can buy more potions, and we're pretty strong. It's only Ascension 2. And we have a lot of AoE, which is important. We have both Dagger Spray to deal with elites, and then Piercing Wail to stop a lot of enemies. So I think I'm going to take the risky play, go here, and then Elite Fire Elite. I guess one thing to consider is I can't rest at the site. So that's something, but we're going to be so strong. We're underestimating Act 2, which is what we always say don't do, but here we are. Let's go Flechettes into Neutralize, Backstab, Dagger Spray, Strike. I will Piercing Wail just to get rid of the last artifact. 25 block. So Dagger Spray, Strike, Leg Sweep. Full block. They have 15 health. We should be able to kill here. Oh yeah. We got Adrenaline Plus. What could go wrong? This is 16 damage. Oh. Everything's upgraded. Bane Plus, they start with poison, so this just does 20 damage. Is pretty good. Yeah. They start with poison. Upgrade a card. Let's upgrade one of the Dagger Sprays or Flechettes. I think I'm going to want one of the Dagger Sprays first. There's a lot of like boss fights that's a ton of enemies. This is a lot of shops, which I don't love. I can take Nightmare Plus. Hang on. That's pretty good. Nightmare Plus. So Nightmare Plus can go really hard with Flechettes. We have Adrenaline, which is one of the best possible things to Nightmare. Let's buy it. This is so greedy. I wouldn't recommend this, but going here gives us a treasure chest. Happy Flower is great. We can maybe buy a potion. Okay, we can't buy a potion. No! Bag of Prep! Buying Nightmare Plus has cost me. I'm just gonna buy a Flex Potion here. That can make things go well, and let's just see. We're at full health. We got a lot of potions and things to face elites with. Dagger Spray will kill both of those guys. Flechettes does 6 times 3. I can use both of my potions, but I don't even know if I need to. They all die. This kills him. Strike. Backstab. Yeah, I don't think I need potions yet. And I want to keep Piercing Whale, because Piercing Whale's pretty good against Gremlin Leader. Because he does a lot of like 6x3 attacks or whatever. Okay, perfect. Nightmare plus on Adrenaline. And we play Adrenaline. Prepared. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. Backflip. Dagger Spray. Bane. Good thing I didn't use all my potions here, because we're getting double Adrenaline next turn. Sorry, triple Adrenaline. Okay. Gain energy, get cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this should not fill my hand. Dagger Spray. We will gain energy, get cards. Kind of a yikes, but I think I just kill this guy here. Then we backflip. This is so... Triple Adrenaline while Nightmare is amazing. I need to get burst so I can go like burst into it. Start each combat with 1 strength. Perfect. Finisher. I have some shivs. This does scale really well if I can get more skills that make shivs, because I currently don't have any. But I think just Dagger Spray is more reliable than this. So I'm just gonna skip it. And I mean, I could take question mark elite, question mark elite, question mark. The bonfire for upgrade is like kind of tempting, but I can't rest at bonfires. I guess I can lift at a bonfire too. I might as well lift to make things easier. Because now I start each combat with 3 + 1 is 4 strength. That's insane. We're pretty strong, I think. This opener's kind of awkward. I'm going to take a bunch of damage here. It's not the end of the world. I'm probably going to try and take this Burning Elite. I can go here to take it. I can tank a ton of damage and Nightmare a Dagger Spray, which should be able to just one-shot them next turn if I just play all 3, because that's 3 times 8 is 32, plus this one will be pretty much just lethal. I can also Flex Potion that turn if I really need to. So if I Nightmare a Dagger Spray, and then defend... Or how much damage is this really? 8 damage to all enemies twice. That'll be 16 damage. Next turn, yeah, they just die if I do that. I really wish I had the Piercing Whale, because that would be amazing here. But I can block for 13, so I'm going to take 21 damage, but then I just win the fight. I think that's fine. Then I just go defend, defend. Backstab the big one. And that'll be it. Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray. Frozen Egg upgraded powers? Okay, every card I grab is powered or upgraded. Expertise plus Flechettes is pretty nice. I don't have a ton of ways to gain energy yet, but something like Outmaneuver can help with that. I think Well-Laid Plans is also nice, because you can save things like a Piercing Whale. I think that's probably the play. And then, do I want a fire? Or do I just want to take another question mark to try and get even further into Tiny Chest for more relics? What would I upgrade if I took a fire? Flechettes, maybe? I'm gonna take another question mark. It's more fun that way. Upgrade 2 random attacks. Look at that. Receive 5 Apparition. Ooh, okay. Gain 1 intangible exhaust. Are they upgraded? They should be. If I get 5 upgraded Apparition from this, which I think I will, that seems like unbeatable. I have Nightmare. Yeah, they're all upgraded. Oh my gosh. Alright, we can't be killed. We have Nightmare, we have other things. We're going for the Burning Elite here. Absolutely insane. Let's go Dagger Spray. I can knock this dude down. But honestly, I'm not that scared of him. I'm scared of these ones. I can knock them all down. Then we just well-laid plans and keep the rest. Oh, oops. Sorry, I thought it would just auto-keep the 2 that I had. It doesn't matter, they're just dead here, but... Let's prepared. Ditching these 2. Goodbye, birds. Oh. Nightmare plus Adrenaline plus is one of my favorite things ever. There's a Tactician plus. Did I take... No, I did not take the thing that draws me cards. Right now I only have 2 discard outlets. But I could get a lot more. This is for the future. I'm taking Tactician Plus. It makes us weaker going into the Burning Elite, but we're so strong that it doesn't really matter, I don't think. I can play Apparition here. Oh look, I take 1 damage. Not the best opening hand. I will admit that. I go like Strike, Backstab. This thing has Regenerate as well. So this could be somewhat of a sketchy fight. Maybe a wasted Apparition. I could have gone like Defend, 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 Defend. Yeah, let's go Strike, Backstab, Defend. And I guess I'll just gain another intangible for next turn. Because for some reason it stacks, which is amazing. Here, again, a pretty awkward opener. But we do have Adrenaline Plus, so hard to be too mad. Dude, what are these openers? Alright, neutralize. Strike. 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 Apparition. End turn. Next turn, we'll probably end up using a potion. Bane plus Dagger Spray. Honestly, I might not even need a potion. There's still 2 more Apparition in the deck. And this does so much damage. Let's... Prepared. That's awkward. I can Nightmare plus a Flechettes. I'm gonna have all skills next turn. Let's take 1 damage and Nightmare plus a Flechettes here. And it just auto-picked for me, I hope. Yeah, alright, perfect. Bop. Bop. Wing Boots. I can skip paths. That's kinda awesome. Predator, Deadly Poison, Quick Slash. Deadly Poison is tempting. I'm really looking for ways to discard a Tactician. I'm just gonna skip these. So I can skip paths. But let's just keep taking question marks. It's pretty fun. Go here. Jack of all trades. Cloak and Dagger is something I want for sure. I don't want to choke. Neutralize. I don't really want. Shame, I definitely don't want. Choke, I don't want. Alright. Unfortunate. I can use this just to hit another question mark. I don't think that's the best idea. Alright, Mr. This thing. What do we want to do here? I need card draw pretty badly. I'm noticing this. I can go Double Apparition is a bit wasted right now. Yeah, this deck desperately needs card draw. Strike, backstab. I might as well double Apparition, because I'm unlikely to end up going through my deck more. We can Dagger Spray. Strike, defend, defend. Yeah, this Tactician is a pretty awkward pickup, but it will be good. I can't guarantee it, but it's likely to be good. Backflip. Apparition is great. Let's prepared. Ditching these. I probably can just kill here. Nope, not quite. But I take no damage, so that's fine. Dude, Apparition is nuts. Draw? Let's, Nightmare Apparition. I mean, that's the most fun option. Okay, Cloak and Dagger at least gives me some kind of attack options. I like that. This one, let's upgrade. Because any skill and any power I get is going to be upgraded already. So, what do we want to upgrade? Probably Leg Sweep. Applying 3 week is pretty nice. But I mean, this is going to be... Okay, Well-Laid Plans makes this really nice. I can Well-Laid Plans. I might as... Do I just save these potions for something I need more? Probably. I can Leg Sweep to give him a ton of weak. Backstab. Cloak and Dagger to get some shivs. Keeping these. So now I can just take straight up no damage. Dagger Spray Plus is awesome. I think I will use a Flex Potion. $15 damage to everything. I can get back Dagger Spray Plus. Let's grab some shivs. 15 damage. Bop. 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 Keeping this and this. Okay, Nightmare's somewhere. I would love to set up Adrenaline. So let's Prepared Plus. Ditching. I don't need Defend. I'll ditch a Piercing Wail too. We can go Dagger Spray. It's so greedy to wait to Nightmare and Neutralize. Or an Adrenaline. But it's so fun. I'm just gonna play it. Because now I can Nightmare and Apparition. And we basically can't die. And I'm Nightmaring Apparition, so I'm just gonna play both of these. And then just retain this one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I get to Bane this dude. Strike. And then just just play all of these. Keeping these two in hand. I'm just never taking damage ever. Or never more than one. Okay. Last card is Upgraded Flechette. So let's backflip into it. 7. I think we just ignore these dudes. Strike. Play out another Apparition while we can. Holding these in hand. Oh, he's not poisoned. Bane is worse. Let's go Apparition, Apparition, Defend. Holding these. I don't think I've ever fought this boss and just straight up ignored the minions before, but we're intangible for 3 more turns here. Let's just go defend. And we're gonna hold on to, I don't know, defend Piercing Whale. He blocks for 15, gives them extra strength. I think we can still kill here. Alright, this deck desperately needs card draw, but we have so much intangible that I don't think it matters. Malaise plus. I don't think I need. I'm gonna take Tools of the Trade. Then Pandora's Box. That's insane here. Give me the goods. Wraith Form with Nightmare, After Image Tactician, Footwork, Catalyst. This is a nightmare of a build, but I think we're gonna make it work because we weren't playing any of those other cards. We have so much intangible now. It's insane. Because we can Nightmare a Wraith Form, but we also just have Apparition. What we really need is Nightmare so we can Nightmare a Nightmare. That's the true strategy. Alright, we have Burning Elite down. We just need to spend a Bonfire to recall. 1, 2, 3. I can take 3 elites and also... How many question marks do I get if I go this way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just 5, which is 1 short. So really all I need is 2 question marks to get my next fire. Where's the merchants? All over there. So if I want to spend gold, it's got to be here. And I'll still get 2 question marks taking this path. So let's go on this one, I guess. We're we're kind of moving here. Tools of the Trade plus Tactician is nuts. I will After Image as well. After Image, Tools of the Trade, Backflip. I don't need the Apparition. Let's Dagger Spray. Backstab one of the blocking ones. Sure, I'll triple your poison. And I don't need this because I'm gonna have so many Apparitions. But I'm not playing Apparition this turn because I just don't need it. I'm so strong. Discard Grand Finale. So... Apparition plus Leg Sweep means I just take no damage here. Then I can hit you twice. Alright, Ditch Tactician. We have a lot of stuff. We are going to Adrenaline. Flechettes plus Flechettes, I think just kills. Sad. Oh, there we go. There's the acro. Alright. Acrobatics is like exactly the type of thing this deck needed. Let's go. After Image. I don't have a way to block besides just playing stuff, so I will take our first damage here, but we can go Well-Laid Plans, Footwork, Catalyst, Bane, Backstab. Sure, we'll keep this. I guess Well-Laid Plans plus Grand Finale is definitely something. This does 16. I think they're just dead. I could be wrong. Nope, I'm not wrong. I would like to get multiple Grand Finales, please. Dex Potion. None of these. So we're going to the shop so I can buy something before this elite. Because I have a lot of gold. And we're really looking for more card draw. But After Image Plus is kind of nice. I think I'm just gonna go like Apparition, Apparition, Footwork, Backstab. Okay. Oh, we get Predator. There's some card draw. Predator U. Well-laid plans. I get to keep 2 cards in hand. I guess I'll neutralize this one. This is one of the jankiest builds I've ever had, but I'm here for it. Just this much intangible is so hard to beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can prepared, ditching, tactician. Whoa. Okay, tactician, and what else is bad? Catalyst Plus is pretty bad. It gives us a lot of energy. We can Tools of the Trade. Then I can Acro. Potentially could Grand Finale here. Potentially. I don't need a leg sweep. Flechette's does like 1,000,000 damage. We can backflip. I can Nightmare the Adrenaline. Let's do it. That's the most fun. Or wait a second. Next turn, 7. I could Grand Finale. Yes. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna Grand Finale a bunch. If there's no cards left in our deck, this draws 2. Next turn. Oh, Tools of the Trade messes that up. I was gonna say I could Adrenaline into no deck. But because Tools of the Trade, we're not going to be able to do it easily. Do I have 2 Grand Finales in my deck? I do. Okay. Alright, let's Nightmare and Adrenaline. And then we can go Adrenaline into Dagger Spray. Well, that's no fun. Are they just dead? Not quite. Piercing Whale is basically the same as Intangible. Let's retain. I don't know. I don't think it matters. But yeah, I draw too much for our deck here. We're gonna discard Grand Finale. Adrenaline. Oh wait, did I have Grand Finale up? Whatever. It doesn't matter, they're dead. Poison Potion, Terror and Leg Sweep, Bouncing Flask. Terror can be really good against the heart. I'm gonna take that. Take this. We want more card draw. Acrobatics Plus is amazing. Membership card, I'm spending basically half of my gold. No, this might still be a net positive. 148 times 2 is... Or 332 divided by 2 is more than 148, so this is sort of just net positive on money. I can grab Acro again. I can grab Concentrate Plus. Then Chaku also gives us a way to generate energy. Yes. That is nuts. And then we save the rest for... Oh, and I can skip direction. I forgot I can skip paths too. Oh, I should have used that more. Alright, let's go After Image. Prepared Plus. We get Acro. Dagger Spray is going to do a lot of damage to me. But I don't know how else I'm beating these dudes. I guess I can Apparition. Let's ditch Flechettes. And an Backstab, I guess. Let's Acro. I'll ditch a Predator. Then I can backflip. Dude, this many Acros is amazing. At this point, I will just Adrenaline. I will Apparition into a Dagger Spray. Into... Yeah, Acro. Okay, forgot I have Concentrate too. That's nuts. Okay, do that. We can Concentrate, discard, Flechettes, neutralize. We can Dagger Spray. Just the Spikies left. But I can take both of them down, and they should die to poison pretty soon. Okay, the Acros make this deck so disgusting. I need to do 1 damage to these dudes. Or just survive, I guess. I don't know where 2 Tacticians came from, to be honest, but I must have transformed into one of them. We could just end turn and they die to poison. Cunning Potion, I think I like more than a Dex Potion. Cloak and Dagger Plus does give us shivs. It blocks. We don't really need to block. I'm just going to skip. Outmaneuver is interesting, but I think I'll just skip here. Then we'll take the Elite. Okay, this one we can definitely do some shenanigans with. Let's go After Image. Predator. Backstab. I can Nightmare and Apparition, but I want to save Nightmare for something better. So kind of an awkward turn 1. I could just play both Apparition. But I think I'll just save everything. We get Weakened, but we hit Well-Laid Plans, which can let us set up... I mean, we could probably even set up a Grand Finale. Let's play this. Then I can go like Cloak and Dagger, Shiv, Bane, end turn, and we'll save Apparition and Grand Finale. Then here we get to Acro. Terror is amazing. Let's ditch a leg sweep. Or Piercing Wail's pretty bad. Terror you. Let's... Sure, neutralize. Get energy. Acro. Flechettes is awesome. I'm gonna ditch a Footwork. This does so much damage right now. But I think I can backflip into more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This puts us up to 10. Yeah. Does a lot. Does a lot. Then I can Prepared. Ditching Tactician. Piercing Wail. We get Tools of the Trade. Next turn I will be able to Grand Finale twice. So let's do that. Dagger Spray. And end turn, saving Grand Finale Apparition. Yeah, no cards left in my deck. That's amazing. Yeah, double Grand Finale. Don't need a Catalyst. So let's go Sucker Punch, Dagger Spray, Apparition, Grand Finale. Double Grand Finale. What a way to kill. Pen Nib. We could set up Pen Nib Grand Finale. That's going to be amazing. Upgraded Doppelganger. Yeah. That's pretty good. Do I want to fire? There's something I want to upgrade with the bonfire. I mean, Grand Finale would be really fun. I can also just recall the key here. Just do that. Then we go question mark. I hate the spikies on this build, but that's okay. We have After Image. I could Nightmare After Image and just set it up so we never die. Let's go Acro. Don't need this. I might take 11 here. So Tools of the Trade. I could also Nightmare Tools of the Trade. But I think we'll just play it safe. We can Cloak and Dagger. Shiv. I guess I was supposed to Flechettes first. Doesn't really matter. Backstab takes you out. But I don't actually need to do that because I'm full blocking anyway. The one thing I guess I should have done is Piercing Whale, but again, I don't think it really matters. Let's ditch, for now, a Grand Finale. Then we can Predator, or let's play with Prepared first. Okay, I don't need a Concentrate, and I don't need a Wraith Form. Adrenaline. This is overwhelming. There's so much stuff happening here. Let's Apparition. And then I think Bane on this is pretty good. Predator here. Catalyst this dude. So we don't have to deal with the spiky anymore. Let's ditch a footwork. Apparition, backflip. Survivor adds mana. But it doesn't matter. Nothing matters. They're just dead. Okay. Let's go... Here, we want to take both of these elites. We get a chest, Dreamcatcher, we can't rest, so completely worthless. Take this elite. Alright. Pretty good opener. After Image. Prepared into Tactician. Nothing to do with all the mana, though. Flechettes does 16. Pen Nib. I might use the Cunning Potion here. I mean, this is gonna one-shot you. Sure, we'll get some shivs. 10. Bop. Bop. We can Tools of the Trade. End turn. Okay, this is an opening hand. Holy cow. I think... Piercing Whale protects us from basically everything. Dagger Spray is going to kill that dude. I'm going to ditch this, because I think just becoming intangible is so much better. Let's Acro. We have intangible. And now we just win, basically. Double Apparition. Okay. Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray. Apparition. Cloak and Dagger for some damage. We'll just play another Apparition for next turn. Like, how do you die? How do you die with this build? It's impossible. I can Wraith Form. But honestly, I kind of just want a Doppelganger for everything. Nah, this is, if I do this, it's like impossible for me to die. I have 5 intangible. Ditch this, get some energy. Terror you. I could Nightmare Bane Plus. Let's Flechettes first. Oh, it doesn't even matter. Art of War is pretty good. Cultist Potion makes the... Oh, another Adrenaline, you say? Okay, this is going to be another Relic for free. Doesn't matter. Take another Elite. Oh, look! We both have Intangible. Let's go. After Image. Acro. Ditching our Tactician. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I want to Flechettes and then Acro. That's gonna ditch a Footwork. Then I can... I really want to Nightmare this Adrenaline. We get 3 Adrenalines. And I want to become intangible this turn, so let's do that. Flechettes does a lot. Oddly enough, Piercing Whale is the same as Apparition right now. Okay, Tools of the Trade, Backstab. We get energy back. We can dagger spray. I guess I could have just killed this dude, but look, it's more fun nightmaring in adrenaline here. We get to ditch a tactician, gain some energy, terror. Yeah, this is gross. Adrenaline. This is so much adrenaline. Alright, let's just become intangible for like the next 100 years. Adrenaline. Adrenaline? I can probably kill him this turn just with what I have, but don't need Piercing Wail or Bane, because we're going to play Adrenaline. Well-laid plans is perfect. Next turn, I think I can Grand Finale if I don't do anything else. Yeah, because I have 1 Tools of the Trade. Next turn I could just kill him with Grand Finale, so let's do that. Keeping these 2. The number of Grand Finale kills I've had is quite high. Let's ditch a Catalyst. Bop. Another useless relic, but it doesn't matter. None of this matters. Sure, let's take another elite. Let's just use Grand Finale for everything. After Image. Acro. Terror is amazing here. Don't need a Piercing Wail. Yeah, I guess I do just play Adrenaline. Flechettes does so much damage right now. Let's go Terror. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can backstab, then Acro. Ditch a Tactician. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So Adrenaline puts me up to full hand size. Flechettes does like a lot. But let's go Dagger Spray. Dagger Spray. And then Flechettes with Pen Nib. Oh, they're just dead! No! Alright. Well, we're gonna get a lot of Apparition before we kill here. Shiv, you die. Okay, didn't even have the chance to get up. Calculated Gamble plus. Don't mind if I do. Let's take another elite, because we can. Okay, 7 times 3, Piercing Wail just deals with that. Not the best opener, but it's fine. I can go Dagger Spray, Cloak and Dagger, Backstab. And there's no reason to Apparition here because I'm taking 0 damage. Double Grand Finale, we love it. Okay. Can I set up for like a Grand Finale kill? Ditch Sucker Punch. I'd have to do it next turn. Play Well-Laid Plans. Then Prepared. I don't want a Wraith form or a Neutralize. We can Acro. This Calculated Gamble is a little awkward, but also kind of what I want. Because nothing else does anything here, really. Yeah, let's do that. Terror is great. Tools of the Trade is great. Yeah, okay, we're gonna Terror. Tools of the Trade. Flechettes does basically nothing. Let's Doppelganger. We'll keep these 2. Sorry, Grand Finale. You were cool. We have more important stuff going on here, like playing Nightmare on our Adrenaline. That's really what we come here for. Okay. Then I could play Adrenaline. That's right, I have another Adrenaline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This goes up to 10. Can I set up Pen Nib? I don't think so. We'll just Flechettes for a bunch. That does so much damage, by the way. Dagger Spray is basically lethal. Backflip. But I want all my Dagger Sprays! We're just too strong. They can't handle it. I can just upgrade the Flechettes that desperately needed an upgrade. Perfect. This is like our best damage dealer right now. Alright, friends, bring it on. After image. Backflip. Calculated gamble. That was like one of our best pickups. Then we can acro. Piercing Whale lets us apply terror. I don't need a Wraith form. Although footwork's even worse. But yeah, this lets us apply terror. So let's do that. Yeah, this opener is pretty bad, but it's okay. We have Pendib now. I can just go Apparition, Apparition, pass. And I guess we're just saving all our potions for the heart and or a situation when I need it. This is a pretty bad one. We can well-laid plans. I can Apparition for next turn and Dagger Spray with Pendib, which does an insane amount of damage. Keep these. And with well-laid plans, we can probably set up a grand finale here. Pretty likely. Let's start off with an acro. Ditching. I don't need a Piercing Whale. There's 7 cards left in the deck. Do I have something that draws 1? Because that's really the challenge. Everything I have draws 2 at a time. If I don't play Tools of the Trade, I think I can do it. I think I can. None of these... I need something that draws 1 card. And nothing does. If I don't play Tools of the Trade and I play Adrenaline, I can do it. There's... none of these draw. So let's play Adrenaline here. Actually, I don't need any of the energy, so let's play Prepared. Ditching, Concentrate, and Neutralize. Or I can't play Predator, right? Because that's going to draw cards, and I need to be at exactly 5 left in deck. Okay, so we're just going to set up for Grand Finale. I thought I had 2. Maybe I discarded the first one. It's more fun to Grand Finale, though. Let's Dagger Spray. Then we can neutralize you. And just go Apparition, Apparition. And then end turn, keeping these. Unfortunately, I couldn't Nightmare it into Grand Finale. But that's okay. Because I can do this. Aha! And then I can do my favorite thing ever, which is Nightmare and Adrenaline. Then play the Adrenaline. Pretty bad hand, but that's okay, because I can kill this dude. Cloak and Dagger. I mean, we're kind of moving. I'm just playing these. We're going to end with double Tactician in hand. Next turn's going to be insane. This is like too much. They're going to die before I can really reap the rewards here. Tools of the Trade. Let's go acro. Ditching this. We can concentrate ditching these 2. Then I can Adrenaline. This is so much. Backstab, Sucker Punch, Neutralize, Acro. Oh my goodness. Adrenaline? Can I Grand Finale? Again, I need an odd number of cards to do it. I have 7 and I have an active Tools of the Trade, right? So I'd have to draw 1 card. But I don't think I can realistically do that. So unfortunately we just kill. Unfortunately. I need more attacks. We're so close. Okay, this is one of the most dominant builds I've ever had. I mean, I feel like I say that every time, but like... I'm intangible forever. Like, they have no shot at hitting me. It is truly glorious. And we have a shop too. What do I even upgrade here? Let's upgrade a Grand Finale. It would be pretty cool to kill the heart with the Grand Finale, if that's possible. Bag of Marbles. I can no longer become weakened, or I could get 5 cards in my deck. Okay. Another Tactician and Calculated Gamble. Everything's so cheap. Okay. I mean, yeah, these are amazing. I can't become weakened is nice. Maybe not super necessary. I need something that draws 1. Dagger Throw lets me set up things. Kind of awkward. This card's great. I'll take Discovery. Draw 2, put a card from your hand on top of your draw pile. Also pretty good. We're going to take these 2. I'm going to take an Orrery. Everything's going to be upgraded. Acro is amazing. Skewer, we can just like one-shot the heart with. But like, how do you take too many Acros is really the question. Blade Dance, Accuracy, another Tools of the Trade. I'll take a Blade Dance. Not in love with any of these, although Tools of the Trade number 2 makes it almost impossible for me to like lose, but it's basically impossible for me to lose anyway. Outmaneuver is kind of funny, but I don't really need it. Accuracy is a bit win more. I mean, this is good against the heart. Having 2 of these just makes it like you never die. But yeah, you know what? I will take this. I'm going to close the rest. Then Caltrops Plus is kind of funny. Not the most necessary. I could take Ghost in the Jar. That just makes it like even less likely that I die. But I genuinely think I'm buying a Dagger Throw because it's the only card I have that draws 1. So that I can set up like odd versus even again for the Grand Finale. So I'm gonna buy a Dagger Throw. And I'm gonna get rid of Footwork Plus because I don't have like anything that cares about it. And I can still buy something. I don't actually, this can help Bane do some stuff. Sure. I don't think it really matters. If I lose here, I'm gonna be so sad. But we go After Image. I will just Adrenaline. I do have a second one. Then I can Predator this guy. Sucker Punch. Backstab. And then I think I'm just gonna Apparition. Because Bane, I don't have poison. But I take no damage. Nothing matters. Let's Discovery. $13 enemy seems pretty good. Acro. I don't need any defense. Tools of the Trade. Acro. Don't need a Wraith form. Concentrate away. Neutralize and Dagger Throw. Acro. Okay. This is going to be the biggest flechettes ever. I don't want double Calculated Gamble. We can backflip. Bop, 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 bop. This is lethal. Doppelganger. Do I want a Calculated Gamble? Sure. Oh, I can prepare it into double Tactician. We can Well-Laid Plans, Blade Dance. Tools of the Trade. Keep you. See, this is the problem again. I have 1 card left in deck. Ditch this. Oh, I need to ditch 2. I don't need this. Yeah, I have 1 card left in deck and no real way to do it. But against the heart, I can Liquid Memories my Dagger Throw to get there. Here we just have the lowly play of Nightmare and Adrenaline. Not really. It's not a big deal. Acro. This is so much damage. I'm not gonna live to see the adrenaline, but that's okay. Lantern is great. Don't need any of these. Bring it on, Mr. Hart. We start with a pen nib. Let's grab a cultist ritual. After image basically negates the heartbeat. This is not the best start we've ever had. But I can do this, this, and then part of me just wants to doppelganger for everything. Yeah. That gives me a lot of energy and stuff to mitigate what the heart's doing. Yeah, this seems great. So they're attacking me for 60, but that doesn't matter at all. We get to Terror. Then Prepared. Ditching Burn and Wound. Actually still short on card draw. Kind of awkward. But I can Flechettes. Apparition keeps us very much alive. Dagger Spray. I might as well Catalyst to get it out of the deck. And then none of this matters. Pretty bad first two opening hands here. We could die. No, I can get back Apparition, so I'm not going to die here. Let's Nightmare in Adrenaline. Play the Adrenaline. There's our Apparition. We take 12 damage currently. I want to save Liquid Memories for a more precarious time. These opening hands have been absolutely terrible. I'm going to take 12 damage, but we're not dying. We get rid of the Void. And now we have this. So we get to go Adrenaline. Flechettes does like an unreasonable amount of damage. We get to... We can't quite Blade Dance yet. I will Predator. That makes next turn better. Adrenaline. There's our Dagger Throw to potentially set up some stuff. Well-laid plans is perfect. Okay, now we're moving. The opening draws of this run were genuinely really, really bad. But I think we're fine. Cloak and Dagger. Shivs. I guess I had Pen Nib, whatever. Shiv. Play an Acro. I want to get rid of this Slime. Wraith Form does make it really hard for me to die. So maybe I just do Tools, Tools, Wraith Form. And I'm intangible for like literally forever. We'll keep Acro and we'll keep Dagger Throw. And I think I could set up Grand Finales. Down to 3. Ditch a Tactician. And ditch Piercing Well. And I think I can set this up. I get to go Backflip Plus. Here's where the Dagger Throw comes in. Ditch this. And now we get to Grand Finale the Heart. Twice, actually. Not quite lethal with Grand Finale, but still beautiful. I will grab Acro. And now we just win. Double Grand Finale in one turn is amazing. Ditch this. Flechettes. Got him. I wish I could have set up so Grand Finale was lethal, but you do what you gotta do. So despite, that was actually a really bad high variance opener, but our deck was just so strong that it didn't really matter that we drew so poorly for the first 3 turns. But yeah, that's the Silent. One of my most fun builds, because we actually got to grand finale successfully many times. We also had quite a few relics, I think. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.